Welcome back to another video and a very gloomy morning. So since we were getting beet fields covered off now, we've got a lot of tillage to do. I mean, a couple hundred acres now that the beets came off. So today I could just sit in a quad track all day, and hopefully that the sit part is gonna happen, because if that's not happening, then you've got problems. But here she is. We got the 535 again on the 11 shank 870 ripper. This quick till here was on this thing. Got to run that for a little bit. That was pretty fun. But today she's on the ripper. I'm always checking these points because we haven't had rain in quite a while, and a lot of the beet fields, the ends are compacted. So the ground is really hard and we are really wearing through points, but they all look good for today. The oil is perfect. Gonna maybe be a little bit of a cold start. It's like 40 degrees, 45 degrees, so a little chilly. She fires right up though. That's a good starting tractor. I think we're ready to roll. Got my lunch. Let's head out to the field. Field's only about 2 miles away, so not too much of a drive. It's just on a pretty busy highway with all the beet trucks going, so it's kind of hard to get this ripper down that road. It doesn't have much of a shoulder, but we'll get it. We're here at the field. This is a beet field, obviously, and they got manure knifed into it. They have a big hose that they drag behind a manure plow, and it injects the manure into the soil, as I've said before, and then we just chisel plow it in. And beet ground doesn't have any residue really, so we don't even have to run the discs. We can just unfold and run just the shanks. You don't need to run discs, and it pulls pretty easily usually, unless it's on the ends or something. Then it pulls kind of hard. Get our auto steer set up. We're gonna do a custom heading, and since we're going, that's west, we're going to go 6-degree angle, so we're gonna type in 264 degrees. Yes. And boom, we got ourselves an auto line. Now, the past few days we've had trouble with like solar flares messing up our auto steer. I know that was a few days ago that happened, but hopefully it doesn't happen today. Let's click on, go forward, and let's drop her down. Go. Gonna be chisel plowing. Gonna be doing this for a few more hours now. Oh, we got some drops in the windows. There's not really much for rain, but I guess it's out there. We're pulling pretty good through this beet ground. We're gotta fill in this triangle here that happens when you have an angle, but see, right now we're only doing 75% engine. We're going about 6 miles an hour. But 7th gear seems to be the perfect gear, because I'll hit random hard spots and it'll really bog the tractor. So I think I found the perfect gear. Hey, you want to drop that off to me? I'll gladly take that quad on this thing right now. No hate on the 535, but I'll take that. Well, for our last pass of this, filling in the little triangle here, so just kind of show what I do. You set your angle, you come up along the field edge there, then you make a little loop like I just did and come back, fill in your next swath. But that's the easiest way to do it. It works pretty good. Now we got this triangle filled in already. I think a lot of people know what I'm talking about here. When it's barely spitting rain. And then you have to when you're running your windshield wiper, but there's dirt. So your perfectly clean windshields become like that. But it's raining kind of good now, so I mean, I don't think it's enough to stop us, but that just sucks. That sucks. How'd you get there? What? Why you folded in? What happened here? Might as well get out and see what kind of job it's doing here. So as you can see, the manure plow goes through here with a kind of like a knifer, and the manure gets put in right in these cracks here. So the ripper kind of helps incorporate that, and pretty much all the trash left on this field is these beet leaves, just like that. So not much for trash, which is why we don't need to run the discs. But there you can see how deep the shanks are. We're going over a foot deep, I believe. Yeah, those just run through the ground, rip up the ground, and then we got a row of leveling discs back here that kind of bury the trenches that the shanks make. But it's leaving a very nice, even field. Obviously, we don't plant into this. We run a digger over, and then we plant into that. But the more level, the better. But our ground has been pretty hard lately because we haven't had that much rain, which is kind of weird because our spring was wet. But we get some chunks but the frost, like this chunk is pretty hard, but the frost, when it freezes, it should break this up. So then in the spring, we usually get a pretty nice smooth field. That thing go down the highway there. It's flying. I've always wanted to run one of those. I always see them when they're going through the field, they're going at least 15. And on the road, they're going at least 40. So they're fast. I always want to run one. So I actually decided to kick it up one gear. So we're going about 6.7. And she's actually doing good. We're going through a really soft spot here. So we're getting more consistent 80% engine power, which is about what you want to run it at. So yeah, we're 6.7. This beet ground usually pulls pretty easy. If this is corn ground, we'd be going in 7th, but no discs. It's soft because of the manure, and the old 535 can do it just fine. Well, that doesn't look right. That's the actual shank. You have yet another point worn through the bottom. So these bolts get all worn so they don't come off right. So I couldn't get it off with a wrench or anything. So we kind of had to change the plans again. So I've got to go to a different field and get the headlands all ripped and ready for manure, just like this field that we just did. So I have to go do that and leave this field. And on my way back, I'm gonna get an angle grinder so I can actually get that point off, because we need to change that out. But I got this whole area done. I was just doing ends here. Kind of sucks, but I mean, almost perfect timing because I'm going past the farm anyway. So we'll be back here once we're done doing ends on that other field. So we gotta fold up and head back to the farm. And from the farm, we'll go to that other field. Look at that. Just wore through. Good as new. Well, we got that point on that shake now, so let's head out and go do that perimeter on that field. She is working hard. We're only in 5th gear too. Look at that. Oh, these ends are so hard. Because we build the clamps, the piles of beets on here, on the ends here, and then the trucks come around and they get filled. The reloader's actually over there, but my windows are too dirty so you can't see it. But you can see where the beet pile was, and then the trucks would come around, the reloader would dump it into the trucks there. There goes another beet truck. Load it and head to the piler. I believe the reloader is almost done with that pile down there, so yeah, beet harvest is moving right along. Come on, man, you gotta get out of my way. I got tillage to do. The beets can wait. And another one just pulls under and he starts unloading. Man, this reloader really does a great job cleaning the dirt off, and all the tops and everything, it's all cleaned off. So we get an incredibly clean sample in that tank. Well, after a few hours, we got all the perimeters done. We did end up waiting for the reloader to get done, but we got done, and we're pulling up and we're heading back to our original field. We need some wind. This dust, look at that, it just sits there. There's absolutely zero wind right now, so visibility might not be the greatest tonight. We're on some really short rounds of this field. It's dark out, and you know it's short when you can see your headlights on the other end of the field, so these are pretty short rounds. This field has a turkey barn there, a turkey barn there, and a turkey barn over there, so they kind of split this field up into really weird shaped sections. But we're getting her done. Well, we finally got those short rounds done. It's like 9 o'clock now, so it feels so good to be on these long rounds again. So then you can kind of just kick your feet up, just listen to the radio. Hopefully nothing else breaks, and I'll just keep going out. I'm probably not gonna get done with the field tonight, but I want to make a little more progress than these short rounds. So, can you guys tell where the planter tube, seed tube, broke open this spring? Yeah, that's like solid seeded beets right there. So obviously the lifter couldn't lift them. So I don't know if you can see where it sprayed a bunch of seed out. Well, it's almost time to quit, I'd say. Got low fuel. Burned through just about a tank today. It's almost 11 o'clock, so I think that's a sign. It's time to be done.